Hello guys, Crunchy here, and welcome back to a new episode of, it's not my usual Minecraft series, it is going to be showing you a bit of an insight into what I like to build, well what I have been building off camera. What is that sheep doing up there?
Wait a minute!
What are you doing? Why have you decided to go up there? So, yeah, like I say, I wanted to show you a bit of what I can create and what I build, and this is what I will probably end up doing in my survival series world once we have defeated the end dragon, but that is long term. But I just thought I'd give you a bit of an insight into a bit of an insight into what I like to build. So this is kind of an alpine slash Swiss slash German inspired build. So this is like one of those alpine lodges you see with the Swiss Alps, and that's why I've put the little Swiss flag up there. Now, don't judge. I am not one for doing insides. I'm not gonna lie, the insides are pretty lackluster. But don't judge it by the inside. Judge a book by its cover. That's what they say, don't they? Judge a book by its cover, not the inside. So anyway, if you have a look, got a nice little garden at the back. But yeah, it just kind of little things here and there. Just make it building out the tree a little bit more to make it look like a bit more of a real tree, because sometimes they're just so blocky. I mean, it's Minecraft, it's going to be blocky anyway, but it just adds a bit more. You can imagine like some roots coming out here, and then you've got like a nice little bench here, just some stairs and the new shelves they've put in, which are great. It just looks like a little bench, and then a little potting kind of bench thing. The little lantern looks quite nice, kind of very alpine. And then if I take you over. Now this is a massive working project, and I'll show you a bit more of that in a bit. Now, we've got a little farm situation over here, so just using these firefly bushes, which have been great, to create like a nice wheat effect next to the other wheat. Because if you look at farms and fields, they're always slightly different colours, the crops. So if you are stood a bit further away and you look, it makes it actually look more realistic, which I think's quite cool. But this then leads to our barn over here. Now this barn is where I make my bone meal. Now bone meal's been important for creating all of this, because obviously it helps with the wheat, but obviously to get your flowers or grow your trees for building and stuff. So I made a bit of a kelp farm. Now this has been inspired by multiple ones I've seen online, but pretty much it just works by turning this on. You can hear it just make a load of noise, massive racket. But as you can see, it's just pumping it in there. Now, don't judge me, it is pretty messy in here. But I've got some bone meal coming through there. You'll see it pop up. We should get number 5 pop up anytime now.
Nice!
There we go, 6. But yeah, that's how it works. Essentially, if you don't know what these kelp farms are, which you probably will do, but these kelp farms work on the principle of, sounded like that was somebody behind me then. Yeah, basically you've got kelp growing in behind there on some sand, and then the pistons above it just knock it out, and then next to it we've got a bit of a kelp surplus just in case. Sometimes this can break and then you lose your kelp. Just the kelp, not the whole thing, just the kelp will go. Now, I've got some reserves in here as well, because sometimes if you stand up here to take a look, you accidentally pick up some of the kelp. So, but yeah, if you want to check out some of those online, there's loads of tutorials on how to build this kind of setup, and they're very, very good. Easy way of getting kelp and bone meal. Now, I'll take you over here to a simple lodge. Now, this is my sorting house, which again, don't judge me on the inside. Judge me on the outside. So, as you can see, got some nice decoration here. Just trying to, make some more of it. Now, the back isn't really done. This is one of my other work in progresses. I'm thinking about when I build a bridge over here to the other side of the water, I'm going to do something fancy with the garden here. So it's a bit, oh, thanks very much. I just love this walk up to it. I made this little lake next to it, with a bit of a waterfall at the back with some mangroves. You can't see that's all been made. It looks very natural. This little bridge goes over. Now look at this. Now look at that.
Wow.
So yeah, this is a windmill. Obviously, it looks like one. I should hope. But yeah, it's been inspired by stuff I've seen online. I think just add something. When I go over there, you'll see in a minute. But yeah, it's again going on with the German theme. Now again, don't judge me on the inside, judge me from the outside. And a little balcony area here, so you can look out and see all the builds, which is great. No, you can go up the top, and I'll show you the top as well. So you've got this little window here, and then I've also put these stairs just for practicality, not actually for decoration, just so that I can use this as a point to have a little look out over everything. So it's coming together slowly. Made a little bridge down there. I guess I'm gonna go to sleep real quick. Oh, okay. That didn't work. But yeah, I'll go to sleep real quick. She's got this little bridge here. I'm not so happy with this. I think I'm going to change it in the future. But I do like this little walk up to it. Like, how nice does that look? Proper immersive. Nice decoration. But from every angle, it just I'm very happy with it. It looks the part. Anyway, so let's get back to this big build. So at the moment, it just looks like a giant wall, because it pretty much is just a giant wall at the moment. But what we're looking to do, or what I'm looking to do, I should say, is to make some form of large town hall type building. Now you see them all, basically, if you've not already guessed, I'm going for like a European, German / Swiss vibe to this build. I like travel a lot, and whenever we go away I see a lot of things and think, oh, I want to build that. So a lot of the stuff that I build tends to be off the back of what I've seen. So this is one of those things. So this is inspired by, it's called the Rat House, or the Rat House, or I don't know how you pronounce it. It's in German essentially. But in Munich, there's this large building in this main square, and it's got big arches, and it's a very tall building, and it's got here, this is like a tower almost, and on it they've got like a big, I don't know what you call it really, it's like a glockenspiel type thing, which makes a chime and a noise and has a little carousel every time it gets to 12, or I think it's every hour maybe, I can't remember. But anyway, that's what I'm trying to build. It's been taking a while, and I'll show you some of the details, but to make the simple arches look a bit better, I've added some shading by putting the cobbled deep slate behind it. I think it just adds something to the depth of it. It makes it look like there's more to it. And as you can see, there's like a nice variation on the railings up here, because not all of it is very thin. Some of it is quite chunky. If you look at the Rat House in Munich, it's very similar to this, but not quite the same, which is what I want to do as well. I don't want it to be exactly the same. I want to try and be a bit creative with it. But yeah, if I go up and show you. So we've got these windows which have been made by stairs, and then you've got the fence in front of it, the glass behind. So they're 3 deep, as you can see, 3 deep. They just follow a pattern up top. Now, if I try and show you this, so up in these little arches, I've put statues like there are in all these European buildings. So I think that looks quite cool. It gives that aesthetic, even though it's not perfect. It simulates what I want it to. And I think it looks quite nice from a distance. But this is the whole idea going along. I need to finish it. It's taking a while. It's taking me a while to get to this point, to be fair, because it's all survival. So I collect all my materials and everything. So this is what I'm planning to try and get to on my survival series. So anyway, yeah, this is essentially the start of this project. It's taken me a few days at least already, but yeah. And as you can see as well, I made these little posts, which are some cool detail. It's got like an end rod on the top. So yeah, it's quite an interesting build, and hopefully it turns out quite cool. Oh, there is one more thing I want to show you actually. There's this little corner canopy section, which is very similar to what I've seen on the rounds. So there's a bit of a... I'm trying to decide what's the best way to go about this on this side, but we're getting there. So yeah, I've been making... Okay, didn't want to do that. But I'd like to go up, please, if that would be okay. Thank you. But yeah, if I go up here. So this is just going to be like a little lookout area. There's another build that I've had going over there as well. But yeah, ultimately this is your little lookout area, which gives you a nice view of the rural section. That's going to be the rural, and this is going to be like a main town, which links quite nicely into the other build over there. Kind of merges. But yeah, that's the idea of this build, is to essentially look like some form of European town hall / government building, like an old one, something slightly gothic maybe, which I think is going well. So anyway, yeah, this was just a quick video to kind of show you what I like to build, and this is something that I work on off camera and doing my time, which is something I'd quite like to do going forward on the channel. So if you would be interested in seeing that, then please give this video a like and comment and say what you'd like to see more of. I'd really appreciate any kind of feedback. And hey, if you did like what you saw, then please subscribe, because in future there will be more content like you've seen. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.